There you have it. 20 man up, 20 man down. Arthur Beterbiev, he does it again. Destroys Caleb Smith. I mean, destroyed, beats him down, pounds on him, pretty much from beginning to end. I mean, at the end of the day, Smith had his moments, which was very few moments. Occasionally, he'll land some nice body shots. He may land uppercut, and then he may land, some short shots. But for the most part, this was a systematic beatdown via Arthur Beterbiev. Arthur Beterbiev wanted to get some rounds in. He could have ended that fight in 4. He wanted to pound on him. He wanted to pound him into submission. He wanted to send a message to Eddie Hearn. He wanted to send a message to Dimitri Bivol. He wanted to send a message to boxing. I'm one of the best out there. Arthur Beterbiev can make an argument right now that he's the best fighter on the planet. Undefeated, 20 wins, 20 knockouts. I still got my man Terrence Crawford, but man, Arthur Beterbiev, based off this performance, he should be in the top. He should be in the top 5. That performance should get him at least in the top 5. And if he fights Bivol and he stops Bivol and becomes undisputed, then we having another argument between Ngannou, Terrence Crawford, and Beterbiev, who's the best fighter on the planet. And that's just, I got to keep it a buck. I call it right down the middle. Bivol versus, man, who you think I got winning that fight? Bivol ain't going to do nothing, no different from nobody else. He gonna get the same results that all the other 20 guys. Bivol get knocked out too. But the problem is Bivol might try to, Eddie Hearn was looking kind of weird. Bivol may not want to engage in that fight. It might be a snoo fest. But then again, Arthur Beterbiev is going to make Bivol fight. Who you think I got winning the fight, man? Who you think I got winning the fight? You think it's going to be anything different? You think Bivol can do what 20 other people haven't been able to do? Liam Smith tried to box with Arthur Beterbiev. He got outboxed. Then when he briefly tried to slug it out with Arthur Beterbiev, you seen what happened. Nobody ever knocked Liam Smith down. And I was laughing at the fact, man, that I couldn't believe. And shout out to my guy, Blue Blood. Blue Blood, you my boy, man. But Blue Blood, I got to kind of cook you a little bit. Blue Blood, you really thought Canelo could beat. You really made a video after the Marcus Burrell fight saying Canelo would knock Arthur Beterbiev out. Blue, Canelo ain't going to go nowhere near Arthur Beterbiev because Canelo know what happened to him too. Canelo get taken out on a stretcher. And then any of you delusional Canelo fans think that Canelo could beat Arthur Beterbiev even at 39, you guys just stop it. Don't make me laugh. Don't come on here and get cooked. Arthur Beterbiev looked better in this fight than he did versus Yard. And he got hit. Yard won a couple of rounds. Smith didn't win one round in this fight. He didn't win one round. It was a clean sweep up until, listen, you already knew by the 4th round when Smith's face was starting to fall apart. You knew the inevitable was coming. You knew it was coming. It was just, when was it going to happen? You was just like, okay, this is going to end pretty soon. I told my boy Grant this fight probably not going, I think after the 4th, I said this probably not going no more than maybe 3 more rounds. I knew by the 7th round that this fight was going to be over with. You just saw it coming. You knew it was coming. I mean, this dude just poses his wheel. Even when you hurt him, he resets and he reset. One thing that I seen, when you land a shot on Arthur Beterbiev, if you hurt him, because Smith hurt him, I think like in the 3rd round, what Arthur Beterbiev will do, he'll pause for a minute and get his scruples back together. He paused for around maybe 5 seconds, shake it off, and then he'll come right back. And Bivol ain't no big puncher. Bivol is not a big puncher. Okay? We know that. He's not a big puncher. So how is he going to survive what the other 20 guys haven't been able to survive or overcome? Or like I said, Bibble is going to suffer the same fate. Let's just hope, you guys, that Bibble don't get some kind of injury in training to where the fight has to be postponed. Let's just hope he goes through with this fight. Well, I mean, Vegas Mark, I just want to see if Smith gonna actually go. I just want to see if Bibble is actually gonna go through with this fight after seeing what God did to Smith. I mean, Arthur Beterbiev just beat the dude. He beat him down. I mean, he just beat him down. He was just like, all right, all that stuff about, and I was laughing because y'all, I don't know if you knew, Eddie Hearn did an interview with me. He said that Smith was gonna knock Arthur Beterbiev out, and I just was like, okay, Eddie. Okay, Eddie. Yeah, G. I just think I just think eventually the first time, this is what happens when you fight Arthur Beterbiev. All of a sudden, you may land a couple of shots, and he got started right away. This wasn't one of these fights where he took 2 or 3 rounds off to see what the guy was doing, and then he got started right away. He got started right away on Smith. He got started right away, so that's even worse for Bibble. He got started right away. He didn't even hesitate. He said, "Now nah, I'm not even going to take 2 or 3 rounds to figure out what this dude was going to do. I'm going to use his height against him. When he's going high with the high guard, I'm going to rack him to the bodies. I'm going to rack him to the body. And then when he lets his guard down, then I'm going to go up top, hit him with the hooks, hit him with the sweeping rights, hit him with a couple of them short shots that Arthur Beterbiev throws always does the damage. They don't look like much, but then when you see them in slow motion, you just see like the impact that they have. Arthur Beterbiev has short, powerful impact punches. Any of you Canelo fans still think that he'll knock out anybody? Any of you Canelo fans think that he could beat Beterbiev? He knew better. He didn't even want to. It was like Beterbiev was like, I'm not even fit to give this guy hope. By the middle of round 2, I'm gonna have him in survivor mode. I'm gonna have him in the mode where he just trying to fight to keep me off of him. And that's exactly how Smith fought. He didn't fight like a guy that was trying to win the fight. He fought like a guy that was trying to keep the dude off of him. And I mean, it was a good overall card. Um, it was a good overall card. I mean, the opening fight with Murdoch and Billy, that was a good fight. But I see some things in Billy that, that I don't like, but for the most part, it was a solid fight. But yeah, just seeing Arthur Beterbiev get started right away. Now, if Bibble can like keep his jab working for him, but the problem is, I think what's gonna happen is one thing about Arthur Beterbiev, he don't let you get in rhythm. I think when Bibble like tries to do his jump in jab, I think eventually Beterbiev is gonna time him, and I think or he gonna catch him coming in. He gonna punch with him, and I think the first impact or meaningful shot that Beterbiev lands on Bibble, that's gonna spell doom. That's gonna be the beginning of the end, and then you pretty much know what's gonna happen. I think the writing is on the wall, and Arthur Beterbiev showed that he's not long in the tooth. This is the best I've seen Beterbiev fight in a while, and I mean he's destroying these dudes. He's destroying them. Canelo ain't going nowhere, man. Listen, that was cap. Canelo ain't going nowhere near Arthur Beterbiev. Canelo is not stupid. He's not stupid. He's not stupid enough. Canelo gets seriously hurt. Listen, Smith may not be the same after this fight. He took a lot of punishment. You see, Buddy McGirt said, "I got to stop this." But Buddy McGirt said, "All right, enough of this. This dude is gonna get. I don't want this dude to get killed." The problem about Billy that I noticed, that you probably noticed, I don't think he could fight good in the middle of the ring. I think somebody with a long jab and power and that could throw good combinations would give him fits. I just don't think he can. I don't think he's a good fighter, but I don't think he's a good boxer. It's a difference between a good fight, being a good fighter, and being a good boxer. To me, I can box and I can fight on I can fight on the inside. I can fight on the outside. I got range. I got all that stuff. Like I can do both. And when need be, I can switch to southpaw. Can't do it on a consistent basis, but I can temporarily switch to southpaw when I want to. Some, but let's see. We know what's gonna happen. I just hope that Bibble and Eddie Hearn go through with this fight. I don't want to hear about Bibble like a week before the fight. He suffered some kind of shoulder injury and the fight get put off because they're trying to, in efforts, age Arthur Beterbiev out. But Arthur Beterbiev showed that 39 he can fight at an elite level. He's gonna be 39 in a week. Well, they only one weight class away. I mean, if David Benavidez says, "Okay, if I can fight Canelo and beat Canelo, and then try to go up to light heavyweight," yeah, it could happen. It could happen, but right about now, I don't recommend that David Benavidez take that fight. I don't think he's listen. David Benavidez, David Bet, I mean, David Benavidez is a good fighter, a great fighter, but it's levels to everything. And right now, I don't think he's ready for somebody like Beterbiev. I think he would have his moments against Beterbiev, but the problem is the same outcome as every fight. What happens when Beterbiev start hitting David Benavidez? And that's where the problem is going to lie. What happens when he lands a body shot? What happens when he goes upstairs? And Arthur Beterbiev is very deceptive. He's a better boxer than what people give him credit for. I don't think David Benavidez is ready for that fight, and I don't think he should take that fight, and I don't think he will take that fight. Listen, it always sounds good when somebody say they'll fight somebody like Arthur Beterbiev. I think Arthur Beterbiev. I think if he beats Bibble, and I think he will beat Bibble, to me, it's really nothing out there for Arthur Beterbiev. Because the thing is, David Benavidez still got stuff to do at 168. Unless somebody goes up to 175 and fights Arthur Beterbiev, that's a possibility. Me myself, I like to see Arthur Beterbiev fight Sergey Kovalov and destroy Sergey Kovalov, but he already beat Sergey Kovalov. Said he knocked him out twice in the Olympics. But I like to see him knock him out, in the professional. Then, I don't know if Triple G has officially retired. I mean, if Triple G want to get one last solid payday, he could go up to 175 and fight Arthur Beterbiev. But like I said, in all likelihood, the outcome will be the same. They're not going the distance. Yeah, Bibble, I don't see nothing different happening with Bibble unless Bibble just decides to get on his bicycle, pretty much the majority of the fight. And the problem is Arthur Beterbiev, that's not going to work neither because he can stalk you and he can catch you up against the ropes. That's one thing. He knows how to walk you down. He could fight. People keep forgetting about Arthur Beterbiev. He's not just a brawler. He can box. He was outboxing Smith when they was in the middle of the ring. He was outboxing Smith in the corner of the ring. He was outboxing Smith against the ring. So if Bibble thinks, okay, well, I'll just try to box him, jump in and out, be, box him, try to stay in and out and just try to, pick my spots and see what's there. The problem is, once again, Bibble don't have the power to keep Beterbiev off of him. Because if he tries to get on this bicycle, all Arthur Beterbiev is going to do is going to use his angles. He's going to step in, he's going to feint, and he's going to hit. Like I said, he's going to feint. He may hit him with the short right, or he might hit him with the short hook. Bibble is going to eventually get hit with something. So if he think that's his strategy and that's going to work, I don't think that's going to work. To me, Bibble's best bet is as soon as the bell ring, he instantly tries to go after Arthur Beterbiev and try to just knock him out. Hopefully he lands something. Hopefully he lands something, hurts him, and try to get him out of there. Within a three, I'll give him a three round range. I'll give him a 3-round cushion for him to just try to go for broke, because then afterwards, when Arthur Beterbiev gets in rhythm, and if Arthur Beterbiev starts at the pace that he started tonight, it may be nothing that Bibble can do. It may not be anything Bibble can do except just, prolong how long he's going to last. It's rare where you see Arthur Beterbiev just eventually just jump on a guy and just starts to establish himself. It is going to be interesting how he fights. How he fights Bibble. It's going to be interesting what type of game plan Bibble is going to come up with. I don't even want to do that because, Ward is my guy. I do think Ward, it would be a tough fight for Ward, but at the end of the day, I think Ward would get hurt in the fight, might even get dropped, but I think Ward would find a way to outbox Beterbiev and win the fight. But that I expect that discussion to come up pretty soon too. But I would pick Ward. It would be a tough fight for Ward, but I would go with Ward to win a tough 12-round decision. And when I do mean tough, I mean a very tough 12-round decision. Yeah, it would have been a great fight. But I think Ward was ready to go. I think Ward, after the Sergey Kovalov fight, I just saw some things when I watched the replay of the fight that Ward, you could tell that Ward was determined to win this fight, but you could just tell Ward was like, I got to get through this. I'm not losing this fight. But you could see some signs that Ward was like, this is probably it. And I know he said that he would go up to heavyweight and fight Anthony Joshua, but I think Ward thought to himself, well, damn, how long would it take to get that fight? Ward would have had to turn heavyweight, and he would have had to get a couple of heavyweight fights in. We all know how Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn moved. Ward wouldn't have got that fight right away. If Deontay Wilder, a full-fledged heavyweight, couldn't get Anthony Joshua and trying to fight Anthony Joshua for 6 years, then what makes you think Ward would have got Anthony Joshua? So yeah, Bibble, like I said, he's going to suffer the same fate. He's going to suffer the same fate that everybody else has suffered. I just was laughing when Eddie Hearn said that. I think that interview is when I saw him in Frisco. He said that Beterbiev was gonna get sparked. Somebody got sparked, all right, but it wasn't. it wasn't. It wasn't Beterbiev. He like, I mean, as Scarface said on Let Your Nuts Hang. I mean, Arthur Beterbiev launched a missile on. he launched. He launched. Hey, did you see how his brother was looking? I mean, man, poor Liam Smith seeing his brother get the hell beat out of him like that. Even Liam Smith was like, "Whoo!" he was when Liam Smith was picking his brother up, and that's his brother. He was like, "Woo!" He was like, he had that look like. But at the end of the day, I don't have nothing against Caleb Smith. Caleb Smith seemed to be an okay guy. I don't, but once again, he may not be the same. Listen, you guys, when you take punishment like that, when you get beat down like that, first time getting knocked down, first time getting knocked out, and he was getting. Listen, that neck punch, hey, that neck punch that Arthur Beterbiev landed. Wait till the morning when he wake up. He probably ain't gonna be able to breathe because his neck is gonna swell up. They need to take him to the hospital and try to like put a neck brace around him. So, because his neck is, when I say wait till the morning, wait till the morning, he need to go to the hospital right away. Well, I can tell you, Smith is not going to be the same. When you take a beating like that, when you get busted up, and when you get pounded on from beginning to end, and then you get brutally like knocked down, and then eventually knocked out to the point to where your trainer steps up and said, "All right, we got to stop this." And they said in between rounds, they said that the fight doctor had came over there to check on Smith. You already knew what was going to happen. I was confident. I knew Beterbiev was going to get it done. So there you go. 20 man up, 20 man down. That dude for real. Listen, man, Canelo is not stupid. Canelo ain't going nowhere. And that was Eddie Reynoso that was saying Canelo could beat more so than Canelo was. It was kind of Eddie Reynoso hinting that, listen, Canelo is not stupid. He's not stupid. He is not stupid. He's not fighting Arthur Beterbiev because, once again, Canelo will suffer the same fate. So there you have it. Anyway, you guys, I'll be back later on. Appreciate you guys. I'm out.